Blessed Friday, mga kapatid. This is Bro Orlan from Feast San Diego. So siguro by now, baka we have a new Pope installed. But anyways, as for my reflection, is based on John chapter 6, verses 52 to 59. If we could all step outside our centuries-old worship practices for a minute and read these verses without the benefit of experiencing Holy Communion, I feel safe in saying that we think Jesus was talking craziness. You want me to eat your flesh and drink your blood? That's weird, and it's gross. And how is that helpful? Anyway, I've always thought Jesus liked to be provocative. I think he enjoyed getting those visceral reactions from the crowds that followed him. If nothing else, framing eternal life within the language of cannibalism will get the people's attention. But what we should keep in mind is that John was likely expecting his intended audience to understand that this was a reference to the Eucharist, what we call Holy Communion. John is constructing this scene in a way that communicates and reaffirms the significance of receiving communion. He wants us to know how crucial this act of worship is in the life of the church. Receiving Holy Communion was largely understood to be the church's central act of worship. They believed it was the most important thing that they could possibly do. I think they were right. I think it's still the most important means of worship we have. And I believe that any worship service that goes by without offering this sacrament has been left incomplete. That's not to say a service won't be fruitful and good, but I'm saying it won't be as good as it could have been. I believe that the churches everywhere need to reclaim sacramental worship as their primary and central means of communicating the good news, because communion is more than a symbol. It is more than remembering. Holy Communion is a holy mystery, a sign through which the Christ makes himself physically present with us, and in us, communion is where we see and experience grace and love in the flesh. Have a blessed Friday.